Hello, I'm Ken Fobb, and this is NewsNet Baton Rouge. So grab yourself a tea or a coffee as I go over with you the headlines from our area and region. In Zachary, the City Council has approved a site plan for a New Days Inn hotel in spite of some objections. Citing fears about traffic and what kind of clientele the hotel might bring, residents of Zachary made desperate pleas asking the Zachary City Council to deny the request of Patel Construction LLC and Mr. Penu Patel's request to be allowed to build a 49-room, two-story hotel on Louisiana Highway 19 near St. Louis Street in Zachary. The Zachary Council previously tabled consideration of the request because city officials said that they needed more information from Mr. Patel, who returned at Tuesday's meeting to update his plan. Now, after doing so, the Zachary City Council approved the application by a 3-1 vote, saying that it did meet all conditions required for Zachary's zoning classifications. Mr. Patel, the owner, said that he owns Days Inn's locations in Lake Charles and Sulphur, and he described his clientele as blue-collar customers. Now, the law that will soon close more Louisiana abortion clinics will go into effect next week. On the 46th anniversary of the Roe v. Wade decision that legalized abortion in this country, starting on Monday, doctors in Louisiana who perform abortions will be required to have permission to use nearby hospitals, call it admitting privileges, according to a statement made by Attorney General Jeff Landry recently. Act 620 requires any physician providing abortion services in Louisiana to have such admitting privileges at a hospital within 30 miles of where the procedure is to take place. The Louisiana Department of Health will be responsible for the licensing of these facilities and for enforcing compliance with this new law. Now, unless the Center for Reproductive Rights take an appeal directly to the U.S. Supreme Court, this new law will go into effect January the 28th of 2019. According to its author and sponsor, State Representative Katrina Jackson, a Democrat from Monroe, Louisiana, Act 620, passed in 2014, is aimed at protecting women's health, especially in cases of emergencies, which can arise due to botched abortion procedures. A Livingston Parish grand jury has returned a true bill or an indictment on 2 counts of second-degree murder against a man accused of killing a beautiful Denham Springs couple. Michael Collins, 45 years old, has now been officially charged with the murder of Eugene and Patricia Gurley. Eugene was 72 years old and a retired school teacher from Livingston, and his wife Patricia was 70 years old, and she was his assistant running their business. Officers with the Denham Springs Police Department went to conduct a welfare check on the Gurleys and found the couple dead inside of their business, which was called National Pool Builders on Pete's Highway back in October of 2018. DA Scott Pearlou says, per the family's wishes, his office will seek the death penalty in this case. The defendant's first court appearance will be on January the 28th at 1 p.m. Finally, accused killer Oscar Lozada pled not guilty in court Tuesday morning to the murder of his wife in Baton Rouge. His next court date has been set for April 15th. As you recall, the grand jury indicted him earlier this month in the murder of his wife, Sylviane Lozada, who vanished in 2011. He fled the country with his young daughter and was apprehended several years later after he left Venezuela. He was apprehended and then extradited to East Baton Rouge Parish. He faces 1 count of second-degree murder for the killing of his wife. These have been your local headlines. I'm yours truly, Ken Fobb, and I look forward to seeing you next time right here on NewsNet Baton Rouge.
Get ready for the Baton Rouge area's first local live broadcast of drone racing, showcasing champion racers from far and wide. Starting at noon on Sunday, January 27th, here at the WLFT studios. Be part of the commentaries, interviews, speed, crashes, and all the live local action, food, fun, thrills, and some of the best pilots in drone racing. Come out on Sunday, January 27th, Baton Rouge's first live drone racing broadcast.